So in this video, we are going to be doing a simple germination test. Often when you buy seeds, well, all the time when you buy seeds from a commercial company, they have to do a certain number of germination trials to make sure that the seeds have a % viability that makes it worthwhile to sell commercially. They can still sell seed that's not as viable, but they need to mark the price down on that. Usually they overpack the seeds and they need to specify what that germination percentage is. So these are all beans that I saved a couple of years ago. They look very desiccated in general. There we go. They're super dried out because these are 2-year-old beans that were not really put in appropriate storage. So we're going to see if these 2-year-old beans can still germinate. And we're going to start with a simple germination test called a float test. So about 4 hours ago, I went through and I picked out 100 of these seeds that are very wrinkly and dry, and I added them to this vat of water. Of them, 63 of them floated on the surface, and the other 37 of them sank. So it looks like the proxy for that would be if the seed has enough storage material in it to be more dense than water, this is the logic behind it, they should sink. So the ones that sink should be our viable seeds, and the ones that float should be our less viable or non-viable seeds. And we're going to see if that statement holds true by then planting all of these seeds in some soil, and we'll calculate which what the percentages of sinkers and floaters that actually germinate. Already, when I take a look at these, even the floaters, oops, don't want to get water on there. When I look at these beans, they've already thickened up considerably, right? Let's compare them to some of these wrinkly ones. You can see a difference just after 4 hours of soaking. So in general, I would say that soaking your beans before planting them is a good idea. This was a 4-hour soak. Some people do a 24-hour soak. Some people use cold water or warm water. Those are all experiments that you could set up for yourself to see if they work out. And then let me know. Let me know what they do. Okay, so now I'm going to take these seeds and I'm going to plant them just kind of in these like single-celled flats. And let's just go through that really quickly of our planting method. This is really, really fancy the way that we do this. So, we're just going to take and we're going to poke holes with our fingers like that. And you want to go about twice as deep as the seed is big for those. And then we're going to make sure that we label our flat, right? Because this is just going to be floaters. Floater. Oh, that one even felt a little squishy. That one might be all seed coat with nothing on the inside. Interesting. We're going to expect lower germination than if these were first season beans anyways, but every plant kind of has its limit to how long the seeds will stay viable for. Okay, let's do these ones here. That's in your view. Right, so we'll check these again in a couple of weeks, probably on day-to-day, just to see how many of our floaters and how many of our sinkers actually germinated, and then we'll do a percentage of that, and we'll see if the float test was a reliable method of determining viability for these particular bean seeds. I didn't mention, but these are a bush bean variety that was bred by Luther Burbank in the late 1800s, called a Burbank Stringless green bean. Okay, very good. So I will label these flats, and then today's date is May 1st, so May 1st, 2021, and we will see how this goes.